Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Spot. No. Shit.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Check. Lucky. 11.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm coming after you. 11. 52. Under 10. 10.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They keep it with Penny on 1st down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
15. Front left. 56, the mic, boys. 56. 56. Hey, watch the ball. Watch left.
Here's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Let's see what you got. 18. Gun. Mike's 56. Blue white.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
What? 55, 90, 56. Check 56. They can't hang with us. What?
He'll find Metcalf, but he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
56. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check. Hey, 0, 0, 0. What?
Penny, a 1st down carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
Check right 54. Right 54. Go.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The 30, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 61 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now Rashad Penny. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. On the run, it's Penny. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Right. He's tight right here, he's tight on the right, tight on the right. Over. 4 down, check, 4 down. One left. Good touch.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Gun.
On third down, Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Got it. Hey, 0. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
You ready?
They'll run with Penny. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Good job right there. Go.
To throw on third down. Wilson under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big time sack.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start on the ground with Breida. takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 54 yards on the ground. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. They run with Breida. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman. In on the stop, Bradley McDougall.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
21.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougall.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. In on the tackle there, Bobby Wagner, coming off a 3rd straight All-Pro season. So now a 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs.
Here we go. Tight dog. Hey, Haywood.
There's Garoppolo to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
Let him know. You got tape right there.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
21. Here we go. Let's run it.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
21. Hey, Steve 6.
From the 22, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught. Block it. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Check. Front left. 14.
Now Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
11. Mike 5-4.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
14, got it.
Wilson turns and gives to Procise. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Brings up 2nd and 12. at the 30-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
One, Omaha. He's checking. Crash.
Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Samuel, the 36 overall pick in last year's draft. Played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign. 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They run forward with Breida, and this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore. On 2nd down, here's Penny. 16 yards, a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Another try for Penny, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And that'll be caught by the tight end. It's Ed Dixon with a Seahawk touchdown. Ed Dixon with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And that is caught for the 2 points. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a first down.
Here we go. Check, check. Watch what he threw. 12, 12.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Coleman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. They'll run it with Coleman. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
San Francisco.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. This is Coleman. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Now it's Breida. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
65, 65.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Switch.
To throw is Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Wilson to throw. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Hey, 0-0-0.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to skip them more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Here we go. 180. 54. Let's get it together. 11.
This is Breida. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up, and what's been so far a tough game for them. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Here's Wilson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, alert!
Here's Breida. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there. Second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Here we go. 180! 54. I got you. You're all mine, baby.
And they take a knee.
Here we go. 180! Check. Watch 54. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. 13.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the 49ers, they've indeed run the table here on the regular season. They finish a perfect 16-0, joining the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams to ever do so. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, it'll be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 6-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.